Sounds epic. You going live?
That's yeah, I did. That's music that this guy Martin made for my Saber Talk.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, and he said he has like another song that
Play that again. Play that again.
Okay. I'll put it louder. Oh, you got to. You got to go.
Door closed.
You can close it. Just close it, baby. You all right? Now you know he probably a little shook. You know, he all up there. He's by himself.
Oh, he's by himself now.
Yeah.
So this is Albatross Junction comic book creation live number. Did I get it right? Is it number 11?
Yeah, number 11.
Okay. It's number 11, where we're going to create Albatross Junction, our new graphic novel, right in front of everybody, and kind of conceptualize and come up with even all the drawings, even all the artwork for it right here on this show. And this is Kevin, and I'm Anthony Space Windu, and you can bounce back and forth between Kevin's channel and my channel to see all the different comic book creation live episodes that we do.
Man.
And we're just going to do these the whole way through Albatross Junction until volume 1 comes out and then beyond. So,
man, my place looks messy behind me, but it's really not that messy, bro.
Well, you're in the basement, right? So that's like the kid zone.
Kid stuff all over the place.
Yeah, that's where they're playing.
Yeah, come on, y'all. My shit ain't this demonetized.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I dropped the S-bomb. It's not for kids. It's demonetized. You can't make money when you cuss.
I'm oblivious, I guess.
Yo, but yeah. So the last thing we did on my show was we did like the Lost Civilization and how that looked. So now I got the bug to kind of keep doing areas, and the next area I want to tackle is Pikeburg.
Yeah.
So the only question I have is, does Pikeburg have any satellites at all? Any light? Or are they still in the dark and just have like ground lights here and there?
Yeah, they don't have any satellites except for like the one that they tried to obtain during the volume 1.
And they lost.
Yeah, so they're kind of like on reserve power, I guess you could say. They're
nuclear, like they have like a nuclear something happening, you think?
What do you think? It's kind of open here, like
I think they could use that power for a lot of things, and they'll just risk it for some warmth, from extra warmth. They'll just risk it. Like, wouldn't you? I mean, you're living in negative 100 degrees, no sun, satellite at all, no heat. If they tell me a nuclear box in the corner of the place is gonna give me a little bit of heat and like let me power my place up, so I can have my little wire framed igloo, heater situation going on.
Yeah, it's like
do it.
Whatever it is, it's untenable.
Yeah,
it's not. What's the word? It's not sustainable, right?
No, hell no.
So yeah, if it's like, it's kind of like all hodgepodge put together, and that's why it's so dire that Pikeburg obtain a sun satellite, a sun.
Mackenzie's fighting so hard for his people. He's a good dude. Donovan's just a better man.
Yeah, Donovan just has skills that kind of supersede even being like a really strong or brave person. Like, you just can't compete with somebody who kind of has control over the technology of the world, when the technology of the world kind of controls everybody's actions, and it's kind of the law of the land. When everyone's got the hemobites, which means like blood nanotech inside their body, and if you perform like crimes against another person, like murder, you'll be punished for those crimes. The hemobites will punish you. So when Donovan can control those hemobites, that's kind of how he got control over the second sun for Quantum Heights. And once he obtained that, he kind of took it away from any chance that Pikeburg was going to get that, because by that point, he had decimated Pikeburg, and there's really nobody left. Like we kind of talked today earlier about how it could be like I guess Rohan at the end of Lord of the Rings 2, at the end of the Two Towers, where a lot of the dudes and like the fighting men had to go fight, and the only people left are kind of the old people, the young people, and the women. So
yo, I have like a realistic view of like how tragic it could be. Like rather than have things being like exploded and burned and things like that, like what we're used to seeing, like war-torn cities.
Mm-hmm.
I think Donovan could have just took the power off of half of it. You know what I'm saying? So now people are there's old people freezing to death in their little plate. They're just frozen stiff. You know what I mean? You got like a little kid frozen like on the floor, just fucked. Like,
oh yeah, it's like
no light. It's like
horrific. You're saying?
Oh, yeah, you just freeze. You freeze to death because you have no heat, no light, no nothing. You're too cold to move. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually some good imagery, I think. Like, do you remember imagery?
And it's different. But I mean, I've never seen it like that.
I just mean powerful. I don't mean good.
I know you don't mean that. I know.
If you think of like, I just lost the name. I had it a second ago. The volcano.
Yeah. What was it called? Pompeii. Yeah.
Pompeii. And do you remember the frozen figures in ash?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. We go ice.
So
ice
like
out.
Frozen figures, but in ice. That's different.
Yeah, that's.
And you know what's funny? Like after watching The Shining the other day, you know how you rewatched it after watching Doctor Sleep.
Probably why I'm thinking about it. It was like...
Yeah, and I rewatched it too. That was an interesting ending to The Shining that I just hadn't remembered, because as a kid growing up, I didn't like fully take in The Shining up until just recently when the Doctor Sleep came out. Then I got into let's go back and look at The Shining, and I thought it was an interesting ending how Jack Nicholson's character froze to death. I thought that was like, I don't think like today anyone's brave enough to like have it end that way.
Nah.
You know, it would probably have to end with like an explosion these days, but like it was just so perfect. Like that's
your favorite, a garbage cloud.
It would be a garbage cloud. It'd be something.
It's your fave.
You know, it's so realistic to have like that maze overtake them in The Shining. Like that's crazy. So, you know, that kind of imagery here, but like groups of people, two at a time, families, you know, they're probably still, like you said, they're kind of still in so when you're designing Pike, you know, I don't know how detailed you're going to get when you start drawing Pikeburg. Like if it's anything like,
I just want to block it out pretty much what I have in my head just from our initial conversation.
Yeah. If it's, you know, as far away as like Sub-City 9 when you drew that last time on your channel, then you won't see any people because you know you had it zoomed all the way back.
I'm thinking I'm gonna do it so we see some people.
Yeah, so like, you know, I would kind of think like one of the really depressing aspects of Pikeburg is that there are those frozen or like freezing, or no, they're already frozen. Those like frozen statue people that are still there, and that's kind of probably why a lot of the people want to leave.
Yeah,
and they don't even want to, but it's hopeless. There's nowhere else to go. And I think traveling between the areas, like if they were like, let's say to go beg Donovan for a house at Quantum Heights, I don't know that, you know, they would make it. Like these people are weak, and it's like a horrible trip that you kind of can't do without like satellite sun path of like heat or just some kind of heat.
And we haven't even spoken about when that's gonna take place. Like when the satellites are gonna align.
Yeah.
Like a path where people will just like, you know, be warm for a little bit. Because we said it happens every 67 years, so we gotta like touch on that. Like when's that 67th year gonna hit?
Well, I think that when we open the story, like that's
like
this
year 67, right?
This is it. Yeah. Like it's kind of one of the symbols of
Albatross
Junction.
Maybe this is like the only time for them to like locate the satellites because they're activating, getting ready to point to the path. You know what I mean?
Say that again.
This is probably like the only time, like the best time to locate the working sun satellites because they're on timers every 67 years to turn on and align. You know what I mean? So like if this is the 67th year, they could have turned on and like all the like the warring factions are like, oh, there's one over here, there's one over there, let's go get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the closest one to them was the one to the north of to the north and to the north of Quantum Heights and to the east of Pike to the west of Pikeburg. So they kind of like raced to go get it.
Yeah. I think that's like kind of the right track. The way I see it is that it's not like these things like turn on and activate every 67 years. More so, rather like how the orbits of, like, let's say you have the 9 planets in our solar system, and like I don't know how often or if it ever happens, but you know how they will show it in those planetary maps that the planets are aligned. Now, I don't know if that ever happens, right? So each planet is rotating around the sun, and maybe so often it just so happens to where they're kind of in a line. That's how I see the sun satellites. So there's like active sun satellites around, right? You know, tell me if this makes sense to you. So there's like active sun satellites around, but they're at varying levels of power. They're at varying levels of capability. Maybe some are kind of not, they're like, for instance, let's say it's an errant satellite that's over an uninhabitable region, such as like a mountaintop, right? Okay. Like you just can't live up there for whatever reason. And the sun satellite is pointed towards that most of the time, or kind of doing some kind of orbit. But every so often it comes upon an orbit crossing another satellite, but it's just kind of a certain time, right? Yeah. And then other parts of the world, same thing. So maybe there's like over like a super like hot zone where no one can live because there's like too much nuclear fallout and stuff like that. Maybe there's just like shaky, rocky sun satellite that's just from 350 years before. It stinks. It's about to fall out of the sky, but it's still operating. It's moving, and every so often it crosses paths with that other one, right? And so every just like someone figured out in the story, in the science world of our story, that at a certain point in time there was a path formed by the intersecting points of the beams of the sun satellites that are kind of errantly running throughout the world. Don't forget, there's only so many like spaceships available and stuff like that. So even if someone had the bright idea to be like, okay, we're going to go up there, grab that sun satellite with our spaceship. It's like, well, spaceships aren't really like, there isn't anymore. There's like Donovan's got some like suborbital space aircraft and things like that, but nobody really has spacecraft so that to like go up there anymore.
I can see that.
That's how I see it.
All right, cool.
I mean, it's the same idea. It's just that
so
they're always operating. Or say again.
Pikeburg. All right, so all right, yeah, I'm good. I think I got some ideas. I'm good to go. I'm gonna start sketching away.
You know what I think? Like this is just an aside. One of the dangers of actually walking that path, I think it's kind of a random danger, like almost like a lightning strike. It's really, really like low chance of it happening. But wouldn't it be kind of a rumor that goes around to say that like, since these are rickety satellites that are floating around and every so often they're kind of forming this path and they're just so out of shape and just like rusted and whatever they are, and they're about to like, fall out of the sky, that every so often one of them does like crash.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
People like walking along.
You know what I think a big danger would be too, like for like the bandits of the world, because like everyone's gonna form on these hot spots, and that's where you go get all your best gear, just rip people up and take their gear.
No, precisely. Like there's like groups that just walk up and down.
Can't kill you, but they're gonna.
Yeah, they'll like take what you have, and sometimes taking what you have will kill you. Like imagine you need, the food or the water that you're carrying.
Animals are coming out too.
Yeah.
All types of craziness.
So I can kind of see like that pathway.
That's gonna be like the best time to get fresh water too, right? Or the freshest water, right?
Why is that?
Because it'll be a lot of ice melting at once.
Oh,
So you get a lot of big pools of water instead of like trying to melt it yourself all day, every day. You just go collect it now.
that's true. That's true.
Yes, there's a lot. There's a lot of good, and even like you'll see some land too after a little bit, so then you can try to like plant something real quick, or you can get to like the alien like stuff that's growing underneath the ice.
Yeah.
It's a lot. There's a lot that can happen, man.
Yeah, that path is starting to formulate in my mind the way that could look. It could look kind of like you say, like a little bit maybe muddy with if it's hot enough, if it's warm enough to kind of melt a bit of the ice down to the mud, or it's.
You know what's big too? What's big? What could be a real problem? I mean, I'm talking about like an ecological problem, I guess. Like if like you know how we say Donovan and Dobbs got some like alien roots growing and crawling and shit like that. So like when things melt, the people who live on the islands can like get to the roots of these plants and try to take them. You know what I mean? Like get to the roots, pull up the roots, and try to bring them to their place, to their house. And shit
yeah, like replicating that.
So because imagine if you have that plant growing in your place, that's money.
That's true.
So people can fight for those plants, like to get them to uproot those real quick.
I see that whole path like littered with the down.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah, the whole path.
Cool too. A whole brand new aesthetic that we won't be used to seeing in the comic. It's gonna be so dirty. It's gonna be like the opening fight in I see it being like the opening fight in Gangs of New York. The Dead Rabbits versus Natives.
I mean, I think there's a lot of weak people on the path too.
Oh,
it's not all fighter type people.
Ton of weak people. But I'm talking about just how messy and muddy and dirty and snowy it was, and people struggling and fighting, and just because even an old weak person to try to rob another old weak person if he got a plant in his hand.
Yeah, that could be.
That's dope.
I think there could be a lot of debris along the path. That's how we could visualize, like on the left and the right, it's kind of all these down satellites and different scavenged areas that you could get to.
There's gonna be a lot of craziness,
but also a lot of dead people, I'm sure.
Craziness. I got to struggle with this thing over here again.
So you're going to try to do a like a portrait of like what Pikeburg might be like.
Yeah.
This is the city. This is the city before. Like before it was totally decimated in the war that happens before the issue begins. Before the first issue begins of Albatross Junction, there is a war that had happened
to acquire another satellite.
Yeah, the war was for the lifeblood of the Earth, which just happens to be at this time sunlight. The sun has extinguished. There's no more sun, and the Earth is hurtling through space in an unknown arc. And there is, a lot of factions vying for the limited amount of sun satellites. And when one comes into contention and the war breaks out over this, probably seemed to be like an easily obtainable satellite, became basically a gigantic world war. And the only city left standing at the end of this war basically is Quantum Heights. Quantum Heights is somewhat of a revitalized city that existed in the past, but it definitely was never as large as Pikeburg in its heyday. Pikeburg was a much larger city, kind of like the whole continent that they're on. That was the largest human zone. And after the war, through a just horrible defeat by Donovan Cordova, who restarted Quantum Heights, we get the sort of utter decimation of Pikeburg. In Donovan's eyes, there was really no other way to do it. That's obviously a point of contention. Could could there have been another way besides what Donovan did to win the war before the issue begins? We don't really know it at this point. And at least for the people of Pikeburg, it kind of doesn't matter because they're living amongst a, just all these basically statues, icicles, ice sculptures of their loved ones who have basically been frozen where they stand, and they are kind of left with a lot of their weak people as the survivors, which is definitely not the best way to have a thriving civilization. So whatever Kevin draws here is just going to be the worst of the worst. I mean, if at Quantum Heights all the buildings are cracked and broken and falling down, basically, but some of them are nice, some of them are okay. And if that's the best of the best, then the worst of the worst is pretty bad. This is basically
it's gonna be pretty bad.
Your death.
It's gonna be pretty bad. You're not gonna, again, like, since I'm drawing on the screen, you're not really gonna see it until I have something, kind of blocked in. I'll show it once I have something decent.
What are you drawing right now in like a light pencil?
Yeah, well, I have these. You see my grid, my perspective grid.
Oh yeah, nice.
It's just not picking it up because it's so far away.
That's one of the settings in there in the Procreate.
Yep.
I just also downloaded the Photoshop for the iPad too. So when we need to work on PSDs, we have a couple options, but this also works with the PSDs too.
This is the best, man.
Yeah,
blocking some buildings real quick, just to have something to go with.
The one I'm gonna work on, a page I'm gonna do is going to be page 7, I think. Let me see here. I did that one. This is page 8. Oh, this is the one I was almost going to start to do last time and then ran out of time. Military hangar with the view of an aircraft, silhouette scene. Donovan is boarding the aircraft. John Dobbs is already aboard. Sixes can be tracked. Sixes are a type of drone in our world. In the Albatross world, there's just a lot of technology that's kind of all different from our technology.
Like a backpack or a small harness that stays on your back and watches your back, watches your six.
Yeah.
It's dope. I forgot about that. It's dope.
Actually, that's kind of a similar idea to what you have in this new Star Wars game, The Fallen Order. You have like a little droid. You have a little droid carrying, you're like carrying him around and he helps.
He's on your back?
Yeah, he sits on your back.
That's terrible.
They copied 2 things from us here. We've had this story for 10 years, 20 years, and they got a character in Jedi: The Fallen Order called Cordova.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, so
I'm checking that though.
In flight over to South Pacific.
I'm not checking
at home. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, this is like an interior view of their craft.
It's terrible, man.
I guess it was too cool of a name to bypass. To pass up.
Unbelievable. This feels so weird doing this perspective crap.
I'm going to map out this page. Page 8.
All right, 8.
This is where we get to draw the Concordia, which is his personal aircraft, Donovan's personal aircraft.
Don't forget about all the magnetic crap.
Well, do you mean like it's not actually on wheels? It's on It's kind of hovering there. Is that what you mean?
Kind of, yeah. And like the wings aren't really totally attached all the way around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, these lines are no good. Get rid of these lines. Okay. What do we have here? This is a hanger scene. I want to do a bunch of black in this one. I'm working on Bristol plate. Kevin's working with the iPad and Procreate.
Bars. Bars. Oh yeah.
I've always envisioned the color on these pages to be post the sun going down a little bit. It's like purpley by now. The previous pages had the golden light of the artificial sunset, and now the artificial satellites producing the light are changing their tone as they move across the sky to simulate the end of day. That's how I see this one. That's why the characters here are going to be in silhouette.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, the way I always saw the Concordia, which is Donovan's personal ship, is that it's kind of like his private jet. So what he's got is something like a Concorde where the nose tips down a little bit. And I also always thought the Concorde kind of looked like a bird's beak, and that really says a lot about our story as well. We have birds at the central, kind of the central motif.
Albatross Junction, goddamn.
Albatross is a type of bird.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at, sir.
So right here on a Concordia, ramp is down because Donovan's boarding. After on the previous page, he just talked to his wife. He basically said, I'll see you tonight. I'm just stepping out to get some milk.
Go get a pack of cigarettes.
And he's not going to come back for a little while.
Tell the baby I love him.
Now, the Concordia is not a battleship, so it doesn't have it's not a fighter jet or anything. It's just a really nice, it's like the nicest jet of this time frame. Donovan's got all the best equipment. Things also have to be able to be run on different type of fuel. Things are run on a fusion type system. Maybe some things are like a cold fusion.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's dope.
And so that's just one of the reasons why a lot of that technology is almost lost, because these experts, these large industrial companies that used to produce things like the Concordia, they just no longer exist. Huge manufacturing plants just aren't a thing right now at all. So that's where you run into, you know, all these issues where everything's so scarce. You know, our hover bikes, our Fusion air bikes, and our Fusion ground cycles, there isn't going to be any more made. There isn't going to be any more made. So you have to find them in the world, and our characters just have to kind of, you know, steal them, rescue them, repair them, find them, uncover them. It's just how everyone gets what they get. The only thing they were ever given was probably the alien vegetation food source that Donovan provided. That's why a lot of people see Donovan as a hero.
Yeah. Yup.
But then, you know, like you said before, you have those people who don't see Donovan like a hero, because those people, like in Pike Berg, have to look at their dead loved ones every day, because there's no method of thawing them out. There's no method to kind of clean that up. They really feel like they're in a state of flux, where either they're going to have to leave, or a miracle will happen and they will be able to, you know, heat their town up enough to unthaw their friends and relatives and the rest of the civilization, to actually give them some kind of burial or some kind of send off that isn't staring at you in the face every day. And, you know, it drives some people crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's rough. That's definitely rough.
I'm almost tempted here to drive the point home further by leaving the other two hangars empty, but I'm not going to do that. I have to put something back there.
Yeah, that song you played was crazy.
What'd you say?
That song you played was crazy.
Oh, by Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think he messaged last night to say that he had another new song. So Gabe's gonna ask him for that, and maybe I'll have something else too. You know, I don't know what he's going to come up with, like what type of music, but I'm just so grateful for what he's made and for what he's coming up with, because it's so cool. It's so cool to have our own music.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's amazing as hell. It's amaze balls.
So there maybe could be some kind of transport craft in here. There's barely any fighting aircraft left. You know, Donovan has some stuff up his sleeve. He's got some fighter jets. But a lot of what he has, you know what it is? It's like a bluff. A lot of what Donovan is at this stage is bluffing, because everybody's been decimated by the war. You know, if anybody came to him right now, yeah, he's got the technological edge, but it's almost like all bluffs at this point, because I mean, if he can't do something with the hemobites, with the blood technology like he used last time, but you know, it's almost like what we kind of haven't talked about is like intellectual rivals to Donovan too much, other than certain people like Escher.
Yeah.
But I wonder if, certain tricks that Donovan used in the past are maybe not going to work in the present because people are wise to it. That could be.
Yeah, they already know how he thinks.
Yeah, like, so maybe, like, they're like, oh, you did this last time with the hemobites, or we heard about this, like, let's say he's in some area, that same trick isn't going to work again. It's almost like, the fool me once thing, fool me twice. It's just
that could be good because, like, he's going to acquire Mother soon. You know what I'm saying?
He's going to acquire what?
Mother.
Yes. He's going to acquire Mother. Oh, okay. Right. So that's like another edge that he has that can't be. It can't be foreseen by anybody. Like, nobody would see that coming.
I don't know.
He's gonna develop his own internal computer. It's gonna happen in a very interesting way.
Sounds crazy. It's true though.
Kind of like his own Jarvis from the Iron Man series.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's gonna get kind of like a Jarvis, but you know how Jarvis kind of knows everything that Tony knows, and really not a whole lot more, right? Unless he's like searching the internet. Whereas our like the kind of internal computer that Donovan's going to utilize is actually going to bring to the table knowledge that he did not possess before.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way I have this frame is I want to do it kind of like you were talking about that one time when you were talking about, or multiple times, you talk about breaking through the panel a bit. Let's see if this works. I want to have the Donovan character appear as a silhouette in this frame, but also appear as a larger version of him in the next panel.
I got a nice little wireframe section into place. Now I just got to dirty it up and fill it in. I don't know if you can see any of this.
Oh, I can see it now. Yeah, it looks kind of pleasant so far.
No, now it's wireframed out. So now I gotta, like, give it some grungy textures, some snow, some glows, because they're in the dark too. So let's not forget that. You know what I'm saying, son? Yeah, about to have some fun. Oh! Yo!
That actually reminds me, for some reason, anybody watching this that wants to see some concept art from Albatross Junction, head on over to Kevin's channel, Kev Cosme.
Oh, yeah, man.
And check out the video that he made. Kevin, what's the title of that video?
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. I think it's called
Concept Art for Albatross Junction or something.
Mama. Let me see. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Tell you right friggin' now, man. Gotta go to my page. Let me go to my page, LeBron Giant. Yeah, Concept Art for Albatross Junction.
Check out that on Scott Cosme, Kev Cosme YouTube channel.
That is the...
I will put the link for that in the description of this video after we're done here. And this is just a really awesome, short and concise video that Kevin posted yesterday. I really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, my camera skills suck.
What do you mean your camera skills?
Like I'm watching the screen trying to move accordingly, and it's confusing my brain.
Just wanted to show you guys some early concepts of the.
But yeah, this video was kind of cool. It came out good.
On the graphic novel that his twin sister. He just comes out.
That shows you the evolution of where we went with a few of the different characters, and then where they ended up.
Yep.
how they ended up looking.
I need a snow scene to sample some hues from. All right. Damn, Pike Berg is terrible, man.
What, the way I explain it is terrible?
You know why? Because now I'm looking at like you can kind of see on the screen now. I'm looking at just I want some samples of color, some colors to sample. So I'm looking for like dark snowscapes,
And it's all dirty.
It just looks, it's just sad. I can't imagine living in this. It sucks.
I mean, the loss is all very new to these people. This literally just happened before our story opens up. The way our story opens up, Albatross Junction, Volume 1, Issue Number 1. What's going to happen is, if you scroll back into videos to Comic Book Creation Live, maybe it's number 2 or 3, you'll see me doing one of the first pages of Albatross, which is the tribute that Quantum Heights is celebrating their victory. So what you're drawing now, Kev, is the opposite of that, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's the defeat. So all of it's so new to them. I mean,
We're drawing the losers club.
you know, it was maybe at most it was a month ago that they lost.
Yeah, it's rough. That is rough.
What I'm really going for here, the reason why I'm racing this is because I'm really that was too nonchalant. I'm really going for a more aggressive Donovan here. Like when he walks up the stairs of this plane, he's leaning forward, right?
All right.
This isn't enough. Not enough. Maybe I can't go as big as I originally wanted. Let's see here. Or maybe I move this little guy. He can be there, but he can be maybe here.
I see what you're doing there. It's kind of dope. Dope. All rebellions are started on hope.
Oh, I think it's looking a little bit like starting to come together a little bit better here.
About to get kind of silly.
Yeah, I just need the gesture before I go in, you know? It's got to feel right before I go back in.
It's got to feel good. Make it feel good.
It's like a warm pool.
Ugh.
Yeah, one of the character designs you had in your video from last night that I want people to go watch is you had a Donovan where you compared the face to Arturo Gotti, and I just really like that. You know, where a lot of the scenes where we show Donovan, his eyes are kind of in shadow.
That's my guy though. He did look like Arturo Gotti in that picture though.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Donovan's got a thick neck, broad shoulders. He's like Wolverine. I feel like he's got the body of Wolverine.
He's got the body Wolverine always wanted.
And he's even I wouldn't say he's got a healing factor, but these hemobites, this blood technology, I guess one of the you could consider it a good side effect, or you consider it a bad side effect, that it heals you, or tries to. Sometimes it comes out with a horrific result. It's kind of like in the Star Wars movie, you know, when the Emperor promises Anakin Skywalker that he will help his wife. But what do you think he really meant by that? You know, it's almost like the Emperor was like a hemobite, where where he was going to help Padme live. If that was really her outcome, was to perish, he was going to help her live. But at the end, when you see what he did to Anakin, you realize what he meant by that. So he wasn't particularly lying about helping her, but what Anakin would have ended up with if Palpatine, you know, tried to like fix her, she would have been half robot or something. I don't know if he would have wanted to chill with her anymore.
Yeah, it's a funny way to put it.
So sometimes the hemobites like repair you, but it sucks.
Like, damn, maybe the Emperor did a job on you.
Well, because you know what I think is the thing? The hemobites don't care about like suppressing pain. So if you were lying on the floor writhing in pain and the hemobites are simply like repairing your broken bone or trying to fuse it back together, it's not taking care of any of the pain, right?
They don't give a damn.
That's the worst.
They don't give a damn. Crazy.
Whoops, there goes my camera.
What happened? It fell?
It fell and like literally, what, did it unplug? Or did it just literally break? Because do you see how the camera like thing went off? Let me see here.
It's crazy.
Oh, okay, it's working. Guess I tripped up the wire somehow.
Ain't hard to do.
Okay. Back to normal. My ruler knocked it off. That's what happened. There's going to be an inset panel here. This is going to be Dobbs already inside the ship.
These people.
Let's go a little lower. 21 and a half. I think I need a little more space here. Maybe I won't knock things over.
Dude, I'm literally in a like 2.5 by 14-inch space right now.
Well, at least you're focused on, like, you don't need rulers and with the iPad, because you can just click and drag and it makes the line straight.
This is true.
Quite nice.
It's looking like nighttime snow in the screen here, a little bit. You see that, right?
Say that again.
My screen.
Oh, nighttime? Yeah. I like that. Yeah, and you know how I see it? Tell me if this is what you were just planning to do, where you see how you have those buildings mapped out where they're at?
Yeah.
Were you planning on kind of putting lights there, but not all over, like just a little cluster of lights in one corner of the building? Yeah, and then like the opposite top end.
Neon around.
Say it?
Like a neon type of look around the place.
But like not every window of every building would have light, because this place is just totally skeletal, right?
Yep. But it's the future, so you know.
They got something.
Oh, they just came back. He just came back.
In this scene, I want Donovan to be coming through the entryway of the aircraft. And he sees Dobbs, who is already on board. He's already on board, kind of in one of them seats at the controls.
Oh, all right.
Thinking maybe there's some knobs he's turning or some buttons he's pressing as he's preparing this ship for takeoff. They are going to Albatross Junction. Hurrah! They will go to Albatross. Donovan just thinks he's going to check on his experiments, check on his facility. They got a little bit of a message saying something went wrong.
He's not sweating it. He's thinking it's a routine checkup.
Yeah, it's just like maybe something came of one of the experiments.
Oh, yo,
he's always hoping that.
What I was thinking of is we have to change the dialogue to read that, you know, when he says like something is active, whatever the hell. We should have Dobbs say, you know, like, you know, PW 395 is a success or whatever the hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So later on in the future, when we see him put like the vial in the mainframe computer, it'll be labeled P3985. You know, so like people are gonna have to look real close and connect that dot to realize that it's the same Alba DNA.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So this way, it's like we're kind of giving it to them if you're paying attention. But if you're not really paying attention, or if you didn't see me, if you didn't hear us just talk about it right now, you're not going to get it until we reveal it again.
I see. I like that.
That's dope, bro. I like little things like that.
It also seems to weirdly relate to the reference you were talking today about the blood.
What do you mean?
Like Alba's blood.
Yeah. What did I say about it?
That like there was a vial and he had the vial and you zoom in on the number. And
that? It's kind of the same. I'm having the same conversation. I'm thinking there's another way we could flip it.
Oh, I see.
Another way we could flip it.
I always like these panels, like in X-Men books and stuff, when there's somebody at the controls of the spacecraft. I just always thought that was the coolest thing.
Yes, it is the coolest.
I always wanted to draw like a cool cockpit chair.
It's always the best.
You know, I ordered lead. Where is that? I hope I didn't throw that away. You know, it must have been so. No, I did have that. Where did that go? You know what I ordered? I ordered lead that was blue.
Oh,
I could remember where I put that. I put that around here somewhere. I thought I had placed it like nearby here. Now I can't remember where I put it. But I got some lead for the mechanical pencil that I wanted to use. That was non-repro. It would have been nice.
I'm never gonna find that.
Remember where I put that.
You're never gonna find that.
No, it was such a small little package. I got to remember what I did with it. Like, you know how sometimes when it's cold out like it is and you have these different jackets on, like I think you experienced that like a couple months ago with your key or whatever. It's like, or no, that was something else. But you know how you have like different jackets on and then you don't, like, your closet has a couple different jackets and all of a sudden there's like lost stuff in those pockets.
Hell yeah. And I did experience that with my key. Remember when I locked my key in the trunk by your place, my spare key was in a coat.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I got yelled at, like, it was in a different coat, you asshole.
And you didn't even know where the key was, and your wife knew where it was.
She found it. Yeah, she found
it. Yeah.
That was pretty amazing. And I had to ask her to drive all the way down. Terrible.
No, she was real nice about it, though. She brought the kids. And she didn't really have to drive all the way. We kind of met her halfway.
Yeah. This is true. This is true.
But for loading up a couple kids and driving out to meet you, she was quick about it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Can't complain. Oof.
So I really like your idea with the lightsaber thing. I think we're gonna do that.
That'd be sick, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do some kind of contest where if you guys can find certain number of lightsaber hilts that I will hide within the art of Albatross Junction Volume 1, and we'll have a certain number, and if you can find them all, point them out, you'll win a custom lightsaber.
Hey, come on, you can't beat that. That's crazy. But we gotta be like assholes and like make one damn near impossible to find.
Well, some will be hidden in the various technologies of the world that I think some people will be able to spot pretty easily, and then some will be harder to spot.
Yeah, yep. It's cool though. It's a cool little contest.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to kind of
get people,
to kind of combine both worlds.
Yeah, I think it's dope. Yeah, I'm gonna go mute for a minute just to see what's going on with this little girl.
Okay. Right now I'm drawing Jonathan Dobbs. If you saw my Instagram post regarding Kevin's video that he made yesterday, you'll know who Jonathan Dobbs is. Or if you've seen any past comic book creation live videos, you know who Jonathan Dobbs is. He is Donovan's right-hand man. He is a killer, but he doesn't like to be a killer. He likes to be a loyal friend. That's what he is most of the time, unless he has to kill. But that's what happens in war. And that's what happens when the situation's so dire that they were forced to go to war. over a sun satellite. These guys are on the winning side, though, so they're running Quantum Heights. Donovan's in charge. Dobbs, this guy I'm drawing here, he's happy to be Donovan's right-hand man because he respects Donovan. They've been through a lot together before the book starts. And Dobbs is already prepared here with his winter coat. He's going Albatross. It's cold. It's colder than at Quantum Heights. It's colder than at Pikeburg. It's colder than a lot of places. Albatross is pretty cold, but it has some things that other places don't have. It's got a sun satellite, but it's got an errant sun satellite, and it even has a sun satellite that passes through intermediate times. And one of those is a secret. No one knows about it except for people that live in Albatross and people like Donovan who can actually travel to and from Albatross. Donovan's really the only one that can. He knows there's a sun satellite there. There's people there that are living there that know it's habitable. They can live there. It's probably not as terrible as Pikeburg over in parts of Albatross because they have a sun satellite. But it wouldn't be possible for anybody to get there. They would not survive the trip. They don't have an aircraft. Maybe there's a warm chance in hell that somebody could take a fusion air cycle or potentially a fusion ground cycle if they had enough fuel, if they had to refuel.
I'm back, man. I've been back for like a minute.
How's everything?
Little girl's cool. She's got oh, that's nice. Nice foreshortening here over there.
Oh, cool.
Get that hand over there. Yeah, she just got fluid in the air from being sick.
Does that mean you got to go to the doctor, or that's taken care of just by resting or something?
So went to the doctor.
Oh,
she made a late night run, man.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's what you meant before when you said Gavin was up there alone. Oh,
Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's almost like I can't even get the pencil like thin enough, right?
Oh yeah, it's hard.
It's hard to get the pencil as thin as I want it, even this mechanical piece.
Tricky as hell.
I want more detail. No job. Freelance.
I was just thinking that same thing for some reason.
I think we've like finally done the mind meld.
Yeah.
That we tried to do since 2012. It just happened. It just happened somehow. all the 200 GoBots episodes and Transformers that seeped in, and all the G.I. Joe and all the He-Man that we probably saw at the same time, just all started to jive.
All that crapola. All the crapoli. Freelance. Why did that turn on? Oh, there we go. These brushes are insane, man. Insane brushes. Starting to feel bad for Pike Berg.
Starting.
Yeah, man.
I felt bad for them ever since I first thought of them.
Poor Mackenzie, man.
Well, Mackenzie does do something in the story which helps Pike Berg. He gets helped by another loyalist to Pike Berg, somebody who's going to stick it out to the end. Her name is Hildebrand, and she's one tough cookie.
Who the hell is Hildebrand, bro? Who is that? Who's Hildebrand?
That's the one that helps him up in the shuttlecraft.
I don't think I ever heard of this character
on the repair mission. See, I told you it was like now we're going back probably a year ago, and I said, Kevin, I wrote a new section of the Albatross story. Please go read it. It's about Pike Berg, and it's just apparent you never went and read it.
Nah, man, I don't know no Hildebrand.
Hildebrand's in the story for a year.
Hildebrand?
She is tough.
Oh my god. Holy crap.
She becomes Mackenzie's right hand. She's like the Dobbs of Mackenzie, but she becomes it in front of us.
The
she doesn't start out that way.
The good part about the partnership, man, is like as you obsessed over like story details. I said this before all the time. Like I obsessed over like visuals, and now we're kind of like merging both worlds.
Yeah, you were always kind of the Jedi archive of all the imagery, and you even had all the concept art that we were kind of assembling just as references.
Yeah, trying to anyway. Yeah.
And then we actually had to get going on our own original concept art, which is basically what we've been coming up with over the past couple years.
Yeah, man, it's good stuff. And
at this point, it's all online for anybody that wants to take a look back. If this is maybe somebody's listening to this and volume 1 is already out and they want to go back and see how it was made, you can come back and check out Comic Book Creation Live and see what went on. You can check out the pages that you saw and see them being created.
That's pretty crazy. It's gonna be pretty crazy to look back on all of this. Like once everything is fully realized, and we have a book in our hands. It's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, that's one thing we figured out from the start was that we didn't want to do it as a digital comic. We really wanted to have a print. And it's pretty cool because we have friends that are in the printing business. They're going to help us out.
Yeah, definitely. Jane, boy, we got a powerhouse. Oh, we actually do have like a powerhouse for signage.
A powerhouse what?
For signage.
Edmundo's in the chat. What's going on, Edmundo?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
What's up, man?
You know what I just thought of? I just thought of Edmundo's food that he sent me again. I was just like, oh, I must be hungry because I thought of his dish.
Yo, he got the craziest schedule I've ever heard of in a long time, man.
Really? What's his schedule?
It sounds like he's working 12 hours a day. Am I right?
Whoa!
Like it's like it's crazy. My man is a surgeon. You don't even know it.
He's saving people.
They gotta come home and make steaks at 10 p.m.
Maybe he's looking forward to that. Maybe that's allowing him to get through it.
Hell yeah, I would be. Kind of hungry right now, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's like every time we're going to do one of these Comic Book Creation Lives, I think about Shake Shack. I want the burger. I want the fries. I want the shake. I want everything. It's just, I don't want to get up and go there. There's no drive-thru. I got to go in there and stand there like a mook. I got to stand in line. I got to order. I got to stand there some more and pretend like I'm looking at my phone so nobody thinks I'm weird. Then I got to take the food and I got to go and eat it in the car while it's still, unless I got somebody with me like you. I don't want to sit there alone.
Nah, that's garbage.
But like, so I go right to the car. I put on a YouTube video. I connect to the car. I'm in there eating like a mook, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's just full of salt. But I don't want to get up and go there. I want the food, but I want to get up and go there. I want to have it in my seat right here. And they keep sending me these coupons. It's like $5 off Uber Eats or what's the other one? $5 off, one of these food deliveries.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, I heard bad things about the food deliveries. It's not like when you order a pizza, a lot of times they will just come to your house with a pizza. When you order with these food delivery services, you know what they do? They want to stop at like 3 other people's house first.
No, I don't like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like they'll wait till they got like 3 orders. Like they got an order from Kevin, they got an order from Kevin's neighbor, and they got an order from somebody 10 miles away from Kevin. So they just go, okay, just bring them all at once. So they go pick up your McDonald's, they go get their Shake Shack, they go get someone else's stuff. And the next thing you know, your Shake Shack is in the car for 42 minutes.
Don't like it.
Can't do that. Can't do it. Gotta go yourself, but then you gotta be present.
Oh, baby, I like it raw.
This is nice because we get to sit at home and do this. Do you remember when we did the previous graphic novel and we would meet at the different like kind of restaurants like Panera Bread or different places, and we would have to, you would work but you wouldn't go home. Yeah, you'd be like somewhere else. So it's kind of cool to be home.
It's amazing
to do this right over, talk to you directly, talk to the readers directly.
This is crazy.
And I think the other cool thing is like all our friends that stop in or email with ideas, that stuff makes it in the book.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Edmundo gave some ideas. My buddy Jason gave a bunch of ideas. I read some of them on either the last Comic Book Creation Live or the one before, where Jason gave a bunch of facts about how the world would probably be, just because of science, just because of science laws.
The sci-fi guy. The way he started that email was pretty funny. He was like, yo, first, I just got to tell you, you don't got to explain this.
Yeah.
There's no reason you got to explain this, bro.
It's nice to have those explanations, like how today we were coming up with solutions to problems nobody thought were there, but it's nice to have the solution.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
That way, if anyone asks, like today we said, well, what if someone asks? So you got to be prepared with the answer. I mean, you don't have to be prepared, like Jason said. You don't have to tell anyone, but it's nice to be like, yo, here's actual reason. That's the reason for that.
Yeah, it's good to know. Like, I want to know.
Yeah. So Kevin encourages me to put lightsaber type stuff in this comic book. So that's kind of where that lightsaber contest comes from, and that's kind of where I'm going to draw some inspiration for some of the details that we draw with the technology. We want to take, little crystal chamber bits, little bits that we just love from custom lightsabers, and put them in the technology of this world. We don't know what the fusion technology could look like, but maybe the core of the fusion technology has like 6 crystal chambers in a row. It's something that looks like it could be part of a lightsaber. So that's why it'll be kind of challenging to maybe find some lightsaber actual hilts in there, because I'll be trying to make a lot of stuff look like lightsabers.
It's gonna be sick.
I'll be trying to trick you.
Be sick. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Did you get a chance to look up the curse words that I put?
No.
Oh, okay.
Made
Do you want me to read them to you?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Here's the curse words in Albatross.
Frizzle frads frig.
I came up with 3 curse words. Obviously, you could add more. Okay, curse words. Gruck. Gruck. That's Gruck. Example. Go gruck yourself.
That was the first one you said earlier.
That's the first one I said. So then there's another one I came up with. Flitten. So it's FLITT apostrophe IN. Flitten. For Flitten's sake, this blister just popped. And the third one is crag. Crag. So it's KRAG. Get the crag out of here.
Crag. I like that. Anybody a crag in mind?
Yeah, so actually this is my challenge to you and to me, and I'm going to try to remember these and we can like add more. But let's try to curse when we want to curse on the video. Curse in these curses. Might as well just step into the Albatross world. So if you get mad at me, tell me to go gruck myself, you know. Tell me to get Flitten out of here or something.
Flitten.
Or make up a couple more, and then you could call me them, and I'll say, "What does that mean?"
I always say, I say this in real life because it sounds so close to what I want to say. FUGGIN. Fugging. You fucking stupid. But that's like a giveaway.
Yeah, because it starts with that hard F. I think your mind just finishes it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Still funny though. Still funny. Jeet. To me, Jeet means did you eat?
Yeah, it does. Remember that restaurant that was nearby?
Jeet, yeah.
Didn't Marty try to take us there? Or did we eat there? Or did we not eat there? It was in the Grove over in Shrewsbury.
Oh, she might have.
No, there was 2 of them. Remember me, you, Marty, and Holly went there? But it wasn't that one. We went to a different Did You Eat?
Jeet, yeah.
Hey, thanks, Edmundo. He says he loves the way things are coming along. Thanks, buddy.
Nice, man. Nice. Appreciate it. Yo, Mundo's the greatest, man. He made my Christmas list. I need his address soon.
Yeah, you're going to send him a card.
I sent him some Christmas cards, yo.
He just complimented you more than your wife did.
Fruit basket. Oh, ever. Jeep.
Which word would you say if you stubbed your toe or you slammed a hammer on your finger?
Frag.
Maybe crag. Crag!
Crag it!
God dog, crag it!
Crom. Crom.
Yeah, I feel like even with Donovan's specialized suit that he's walking around in, his like thermo manipulated suit that he has.
Yeah.
that maybe, you know, can kind of alter the look of it slightly because it's partially like nanotech. Oops, I'm smudging everywhere here. I need a glove. I got to order one of those gloves off Amazon. This is getting to be too much. It's going to be too much, Obi. You know, even when Donovan gets to Albatross, you'll see him in a coat. So in the very next page, when they arrive at Albatross, you'll see that even with that outfit that's temperature controlled, he still will wear a coat. That's how you know cold it can get at night on Albatross. But they do have, Kev, I was explaining to everyone when you were away, when you were upstairs, that you know, nobody really knows except for the people at Albatross that Albatross has an artificial sun. I mean, it's not the greatest one, but it's allowing the people, I think, to live there, like in No God's territory, probably more comfortably than Pikeburg.
Oh yeah.
But there's just no way for the people to you know translate themselves to Pikeburg. I mean, to Albatross from Pikeburg. There's no way to travel there.
Travel. It's negative 100 degrees on a daily unless you're in a like fake sunlight, like synthetic sunlight.
And at night when that like cruddy little sun kind of maneuvers out of range, it's incredibly deadly in Albatross. But one scene I had imagined is that I don't know if they won't get all the way to Albatross, I don't think, but I kind of had this scene. It's that speeder, or it's that fusion ground cycle scene that I drew on the iPad that you remember from maybe a month ago. And I kind of had that idea in my head when I was drawing it, that it was like kind of a chase scene between these fusion ground cycles, that one of them was trying to go warn Donovan of something, and they were going to make the trek, which was going to be like
impossible.
Impossible. You know, an 85-hour ride. I don't know. You know, I don't know what it would be, but it's just I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I don't know if it's possible to get over those like the glacier range.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's pretty nutty. All pretty nutty.
I guess what I'm trying to say is someone probably has tried. I guess that's what I'm saying, and like it's deadly. You know what I mean? It's a deadly situation. How far are you at? Let's see it.
It's not run down yet. I'm gonna draw some people in there. Like that's like their only source of lights. He got like these light rods on the top of buildings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're looking a little bit like billboards, a little bit like advertising, a little bit as or you know what, like maybe like almost like the top of like some buildings, like Tokyo type of thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to make them look like they're just wire frames. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just a bunch of wires that kind of heat up and glow.
Yeah, it's all makeshift stuff, huh?
Makeshift garbage.
Or it's all broken down stuff. Maybe it's like it was previously good.
Maybe. Nowhere near where I'm trying to be yet. To tell you the truth.
Donovan here. Let's get his outfit that he's wearing in the previous scene. Is a collared type of bodysuit. He's got some ornamental stuff on the shoulder. Got his Mike Tyson shaped head.
Yeah.
Let's get his eyes more in shadow. This is Donovan we're talking about. Plus, it's the end of the day. This guy's got one of the. Got to make sure he's got a strong chin.
Donovan?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
There he is. You know how the name of the Superman character I just thought of that is now reminding me of Donovan? Jor-El.
Oh, that's the guy.
Kind of, right?
Yeah, Jerome.
He's kind of like Donovan. Like he's technological. Superman's dad, right? He's technological. He's actually he just like Donovan, he explores space a little bit. Like he knows about Earth. Jor-El does.
Yeah, he makes it all happen.
He knows about Earth. He's going to send Superman. He's got a spaceship. He's a lot like Donovan.
Yeah, Jor-El is the man.
Jor-El is super interesting. I love the Marlon Brando version, but I also love the newer version. Was great too, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, with this dude, Russell
Crowe. That was great.
Sick.
They really brought him more into the fray of actually he had to help his son a bit more. Well, I mean, even the Marlon Brando version helped his son greatly. But what I mean is, it was like really interacting with Superman.
Man, he was the man. Jor-El. Jor-El was the guy.
As I was doing in the previous pages, I'm just going outside the borders here, just in case we need a little extra.
Well, you kind of got to do that, no?
Yeah, for the bleed, right?
Yeah. Like necessary.
I got a 2-page spread coming up, so I'm gonna have to tape a couple pages together. That's gonna be kind of cool.
You gonna tape pages together?
Yeah, we're gonna have to tape 2 pages together for a 2-page spread.
That's serious.
Now, since this is Donovan's personal ship, we are to assume that he has some belongings already on board. But he did tell in the previous scene, he told Dobbs to bring along some of the stuff they needed. So that's why Donovan's not shown carrying anything here. Dobbs already brought it on board, the equipment. And any coats or anything like that, Donovan has on board. This is like his yacht. The Concordia is like his yacht. Like I said before, it's not really like a fighting craft, but it does have a couple maneuvers, couple evasive weapons and stuff. But
It's like Jeff Goldblum's craft in Ragnarok. Remember that?
what movie?
Ragnarok.
Don't recall.
Jeff Goldblum's remember he had that craft that he had his own personal one?
No, I don't remember. I remember him doing a lot of stuff, and I don't remember him being in a spaceship. I remember him like torturing people.
Yeah, he was a jerk. But he was hilarious. Remember, he had like the sleekest. He had like the sleekest ship, and Thor was like, "Yo, what kind of ship is this?" Like, "Oh, it's his leisure vessel." And he hit a button, and it started saying, "It's my birthday." It's my birthday.
It's like his party ship.
Yeah. And had to go up the devil's anus or something like that.
All right. That movie was funny.
The movie was hilarious. Movie was hilarious. Damn. All right, I'm just gonna add some more garbage in here. Got stuck on me.
Something got stuck?
So yeah, it's like stuck on something.
The iPad or the video?
The iPad.
You know what? Talk for a second while I go let the dog out.
All right. And really, nothing I can speak on except my iPad failing me. And to tell you the truth, this Pike Berg is looking better on the screen than it is on my own screen. Just kind of a reflection of the camera's messing me up. Come on, man. Don't fail me now. Oh, Lord. Hopefully that saved everything. Come on, song bitch. Working? Yeah, it's working now. It's working now. So yeah, I got to make this thing a little more crowded and congested. It looks like a decent place to live right now. It just can't be a decent place to live. So I'm about to throw some more buildings and formations in there. Have to get my perspective lines back up. Where the hell is it? I don't know. Canvas, drawing guides. Pow! That's amazing. Some maze balls. And my ink and brush. Oh. All right. Now we go back in. Now we go back in, baby. Make that happen there. There. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that movie was hilarious. But Hulk and Thor. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I just watched that movie again, like I think last weekend, to be honest. That's why it's so fresh in my head with the damn ship singing "It's My Birthday." It's my birthday. Yo, Jeff Goldblum is actually the man in his old age, ain't he? It's my guy. Oh, it's gonna be a random shape locked up. Some more randoms. Something locked up. Who is hitting me up like a maniac right now? Who? Who got that?
All right, did you get back working?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back working.
How did it happen? Did you have to restart? I never had to restart my iPad.
No, I don't have to restart. I just quit the program. Open it back up. Really,
Oh.
nothing major, really. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. What's up with Luke anyway, man? Luke's good.
For the most part, yeah. You know, he wants more attention.
Doesn't every pet?
He deserves more attention.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
I don't like to push it off till tomorrow, you know, when their life is so short.
Yeah,
You got to give them what they want.
he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a
Yeah,
good boy.
he does everything you could ask.
He's a good boy. Good boy, Luke. Yo, tomorrow's Friday, right?
Again, how fast does that come around?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Oh, I know what I need here. What am I thinking? Get out of here. Get out my face. Get out my face, yo.
Are we taking bets to see if you redo this picture after the stream?
Nah. Nah. You never see me do too many buildings. I hate drawing buildings. I hate it. But you know what just hit me? Every slummy place has like wires and extensions connected everywhere. Like you know what I'm saying?
Sure, there's a bunch of garbage hanging all over. Greeblies.
A bunch of garbage. A bunch of garbage.
Greeblies.
Which program, Mundo? What program we talking about? Here? I got ADD a little bit. I'm a little all over the place, bro. Program, get your program. Get your scope, yachts. Oh, nice. Yeah, my little ones go crazy for drawing now. It's the best to watch them draw. I draw with them all the time, actually. Like one of my prized possessions is that 70-foot roller I got in. That me and them draw on.
Tell Mundo about your son. What he said when you told him he couldn't draw.
Well, he cries, man. He cries when I tell him. Like he wants to draw like right before bed, and you can't just start drawing before bed every night. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen, sir. So he gets upset and he starts to cry, like a normal 5-year-old. But it's all good. Today he asked if he could draw and play a game. I'm like, bro, you got to go to sleep in like 10 minutes. Bro. You could do one for 10 minutes.
He's definitely your son.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's true.
He's gonna drag the TV in there in his bed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best. I would be proud if he did. I'd be so proud if he did. The program I'm working on. Nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is you know what's funny, man? I'm so like graphic design conditioned. You said program, and I'm thinking of like a program to a show that there's a couple I have to do actually. So I'm like, what program? Like, what program do I have to do?
You know what I thought of when he said program? I thought
I'm already thinking Mundo works with me, man.
I thought of the workout program.
Oh, nah.
Because you make me watch all those prison videos where the guy's like, you got to get programmed.
Yeah, you got to wake up and program. Yeah, what's the name of this program? I totally forgot it. This is
Procreate.
Procreate. Yeah, Procreate.
That's very good. It's only $10.
Is it $10? Oh, I can't.
But I'm not sure it's actually worth it anymore. That now that Photoshop just came out with their app, it's probably kind of redundant at this point. I bet you. I didn't try Photoshop's thing yet, but wouldn't it be the same or better?
Probably. Oh, I gotta draw some ice, man. What am I thinking here? Oh, now I'm cooking with motor oil. I know. That's why you just gotta draw, and you just gotta draw, keep drawing, then it just starts to click. You know what I'm saying?
And you cross it all out and start over.
I mean, that's what I do. But don't be like me, kids.
If you want to do all your work twice, be like Kevin. Be like me. Do everything twice.
Got to, though. Sometimes you just got to.
I was talking to my lightsaber friend the other day, talking about building lightsabers and how you always have to do things twice.
You do, though. It's just a fact of life. You gotta wipe your ass twice. You know what? I don't like that shade.
I think you're lucky if you get away with just twice.
Yeah, honestly.
That's a lucky date.
That's the invisible.
Come out of the bathroom singing. Singing how you save money.
Like, ooh, only 6 squares today, babe.
I'll never forget the Married with Children episode where Peggy's handing out 10 sheets of toilet paper to each family member. That's all they get for the day.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You remember that? It was like she handed out 10, and Al Bundy's like, this is all I get. This isn't enough. I think the son comes up and says it's not enough.
I remember when Al built like the monster bathroom in the garage. Remember that?
Nope. It was just for him. Wait, it was just for him, right?
It was a huge toilet.
Oh yeah, and he could just sit in there and read.
Yeah.
Wasn't he doing that? He was just reading?
Hell yeah. He was loving life. Yeah, doing things twice definitely improves everything. I think so.
It's like it's a good side effect of getting pissed off because you have to do it twice. You're like, well, at least it came out better the second time.
Yep.
It almost has to. It's like your pride makes it
so. Yeah, you got to save face.
Like, if I have to do this a second time, I'm going to add this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it better. So I don't want to do it a third time.
Hell no. Hell no, Lado.
Like we talk about with art a lot of times, it's like it'll never come out. It'll never be launched if you waited till it was perfect.
Nah, never.
If you waited till it was perfect, it'll never happen.
There's not one thing I've ever done that I can look back on and be like, yep, I wouldn't change a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're supposed to have no regrets, though.
Nothing.
I don't know how you fit that in. No regrets, right?
No regrets, yo. No regrets, bro. I need some shadows on the floor, yo. What's wrong? Am I dealing with? What's my problem? There you go.
You're
Some shadows, bro. Huh?
You're slipping.
Yo, I'm slipping.
Even Edmundo says that you're slipping. No, I'm joking. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. I'm joking.
Yo, you fell off, bro. The Kev I knew last week was better.
He said that Kev, you knew last week scored a 10 out of 10. Now he's getting a 7.5.
You slipping, son. Like, bro, I don't remember you being this garbage. Yeah, imagine somebody told you that. Yeah, I don't remember you being this garbage, bro. You kind of trash now. What happened to you? Used to be a contender. Oh, come on, don't do that. I'm gonna start blocking in some people. Show them in a space.
I feel like my pencil line is spreading. It must be my
sucks. That pencil sucks.
It does. It must be my my hand that's smearing it all over.
Pencil.
I have to find my blue nibs. Where are my blue nibs?
All right. How we gonna draw some pickles over here?
Let's see what you got going on. I haven't looked in a while.
Oh yeah, you ain't ready for this. How do I get this on screen, man? Here we go. Jesus Christ.
You know what? You're gonna have to get the plug-in. You're gonna have to get the cord. You know what it looks like to me from my point of view? It looks like a fun house out of a Tim Burton movie. I swear it though. I can't see nothing.
This looks like Tijuana.
I see pink. I see looks like something bounced out of a Mad Hatter's hat. I can't see anything anymore. Oh, now I see it better.
For real?
A little bit better. Now I see a street, but before I literally just saw some
You know
color.
what it is? I gotta catch it on an angle so the camera isn't reflecting off of it. No, let me pick the camera up and try to do this manually over here. Let me put some elbow grease into this. It's like you got to get it from like a crazy angle.
Yeah, why don't you shake it a bunch so we can't tell? Yeah, that building in the back looks like a fun house. I can't unsee it because it's all blurred. I see Palpatine on the right. He's got his hood up. Do you see Palpatine?
No.
That's how blurry it is to me. I see Palpatine. He's got his hood over his eyes. Edmundo, do you see Palpatine on the right?
You probably see plants growing too. You know what? The hell you gonna do, man? What can you do? I'm like flashing my crotch all over the place. It's getting out of hand, boy. Hey, turn the light off. There you go. Oh shit, I'm kind of loud. Oh, you know what I had to do the last time? I had to change my camera. That's what I did, right? Last time.
Change the camera. I don't know.
You saw it best on the Mac camera. A back alley, yeah. Yo, you see Palpatine? Oh, wait. Are you talking like right here?
Above that, 1 inch above that. Yes, that's Palpatine. Like that whole head. Do you see him?
He's just hanging out. He's hanging out like execute order
67.
Yeah, let me take my camera, man. All right, check me out. See if you can see it better here. Anything? Bueller?
Okay, now it's clear to me. Now everything has become clear. Okay, this is Pike Berg. There you go. That's where a little skirmish could happen, that little alleyway right there.
It's just a little. The way I see it, it's like, and it's snowing. You see like black snow falling.
Yeah, it's almost too much like to draw all at once like this in 2 hours, but you got that far. How about like those icicle people that we talked about for the next?
That's what I'm gonna block in. That's what I'm blocking right now.
Like, yeah, like just people frozen up. But I kind of want to jump off soon. I don't want to wait till these icicle people are built. I can't wait till these icicle people are built.
All right. Yeah, man. You know what? We can jump off. I'm gonna go. Yeah, my lips look crusty, boy. Yo, how bad do I judge myself every time I put this camera on? I'm like, God damn, my skin's so dry. I'm getting some I got ball sacks under my eyes. Oh,
what's the light? Is that the light of your screen is so bright?
Yeah.
Back alley brawl.
Back alley brawl. That's how you do it.
Mundo Cabrera. Maybe we're gonna name one of our characters after Mundo.
Cabrera, baby.
Mundo, do you want to die in our story, or do you want?
Nah, man, I ain't killing Mundo with no story.
Never die.
Cabrera is gonna fucking be the sickest pickpocket ever.
He's gonna pickpocket people. Why? Why? I don't think anyone's gonna let him get close.
Yo, he's got some weapons or something. I don't know. He's Escher's weapon maker.
Force users. Got to be some force users somewhere. Well, sort of. Brakita and Nika have something. I don't know if it's a force, but they got something. Oh, he says that would be awesome. Like,
yeah, I'm bugging because I must be getting delirious. Look how my head blurs up.
That reminds me of what you told me you used to do, where you would snort.
Snort
and
what?
Everything would shake to your vision.
Oh, yeah. When that sounds like I'm snorting coke.
No, snorting like when you're sick and you snort.
Yeah. When I used to be inebriated, I used to get stuffy noses and like clear my nose, and my vision would shake, like everything would just shake and split apart. It was crazy.
So you were a little kid, right? You would like do it more.
College days. Yeah, man, that was real. That was a real experience. Not, you know, to be honest, I was probably doing that on purpose for like an hour alone in my room, like a psycho, just like
Yeah.
silly, man, silly.
What is your like? I'm gonna remember this someday with the differences in the name. Is it okay? K Scott Cosme on Instagram. That's your
Hey,
Instagram.
Scott Cosme on Instagram. Yep.
Go there and start following Kevin, and you'll be able to find out when the next comic book creation live is going to be. We'll post when there's going to be a show.
Bro, my hand got that fast when I turned 12 years old. Look how fast.
That looks like a lightsaber.
I was 12, and my hand was going super speed.
That looks like a lightsaber right there to me.
Yeah, man.
So I think the next comic book creation live is going to be on your channel. It's going to be number 12. Probably going to be on, if we follow the same schedule, probably going to be on Monday.
I'm with that.
I think we're going to be doing Mondays and Thursdays. That seems to be where it's settled at. Originally, we were talking like Sunday and Wednesday. Is it going to be Sunday and Thursday? Whatever it's going to be. But I think it's probably going to be Monday, Thursday. We'll do Monday on your channel, Thursday on my channel. You can bounce back and forth and watch Albatross Junction being created live here on Comic Book Creation Live.
Let me see what you left off at. Hold up your drawing.
The one I did just now.
That's Dobbs piloting. And yeah, look at my guy.
Well, I wasn't thinking that. I wasn't thinking Dobbs was piloting, but I guess it does look like he is. I was thinking he's kind of just like warming it up. Yeah, like all that stuff, kind of getting it ready.
Yeah, like thrusters igniting.
Yeah. Saberification systems are go.
Saberification systems steady, sir.
Daddy, where's the first purge?
Oh man, my boy. Did you hear what he said when he came downstairs? He said, "I'm gonna close the closet." I was like, "Oh man, if you scared, just tell me you were nervous, man."
Oh, is that what he said? I thought he said something about the room door, but I guess he did in a sense.
Closet door. I want to close the closet door.
How come you guys aren't in the habit of just shutting it down right before you put him to sleep?
Shutting what down?
Like the closet door, like shutting it.
No, we do. That's just he just made something up on the spot.
Oh.
Because that's when she took her to urgent care, so he was upstairs by himself. And he was like,
so he was like bugging.
Yeah, he was. I'm going downstairs. And I was like, what happened? Oh, the closet door.
Yeah. See, you're learning about twins a lot, and that's really good because we could use some of that in the story. You know, if there's these little things about a twin, right? When they spend 5 years together, and then there's one night where they're not together. Or 1 hour where they're not together, they notice big time. They can't even like settle in.
Can't do nothing
for that.
Can't do nothing, yo. So I'm probably gonna do a little more of my own, and then I'll shoot you something tomorrow, or maybe I might even upload the speed drawing of it.
That'd be sick. You mean if you kind of like got to the end where there was like frozen people and some like maybe there's some people standing there over like a little garbage fire, a little fusion garbage fire, where there's a little fusion engine glowing pink, glowing blue, and they're warming their hands by it and they're around them is like I'm smiling, but I'm a jerk, I guess, because it's like they're dead people there. I'm just excited about the idea.
Dog, that's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Yeah, man, we're fresh. We're good. So yeah, man. So we're saying Thursday going live again. I'm definitely gonna post some more content on my page before Monday. And
yeah. So
Kev Cosme on YouTube.
Kev Cosme on YouTube. Go there. Kevin made an incredible video last night. What were you just saying?
I should get you that video so you can post it. Can't you screen grab on your phone?
Should we do that? I think like we should bounce back and forth, and like I want to send people there to see that video.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we could talk about it.
I'll take all the traffic.
I don't know. I think because it's just like that video is so good. You know, it's not like this video that's 2 hours long and we're like not concise about what we're
Yo,
saying.
it didn't feel like 2 hours, man. Like I felt like I should have done much better in 2 hours time, but it's all good.
The video you made last night is less than 10 minutes. It's very concise, and you guys get a lot of information, see a lot of Kevin's concept art, and he talks through it really, really well for you guys. And it's a really cool thing to see. So go to Kev Cosme, check out that video, which is concepts of Albatross Junction. And he's going to post more videos before the next stream. So definitely go subscribe to Kev Cosme. Like that video that I told you about, concept characters for Albatross. Like this video, subscribe here if you're not already a member here, and come and catch us next time. We're gonna be on. Kevin's gonna be on before Sunday, or Monday, and then we're gonna be on together again on Monday.
Nice. Yeah, I was trying to stay still and make you think I froze, but you didn't go for it.
You would have to like freeze in a way where you're blurry too. That could work. That looks good. That looks good. That really looked frozen to me.
All right, man. So mañana.
All right, Kev, thanks for doing this. Thanks for everybody that hung out with us. Thanks for everybody that's going to watch this video. We really appreciate the support you're giving Albatross. Thank you so much.
Those weren't real gang signs. I don't know. I was just doing some stupid shit.
Yeah, you better be careful. Somebody might come back there.
Pete repping. Silly block.
Yeah, it's going to be one day where my video freezes and somebody's going to be behind you creeping. And I'm going to be screaming, Kev, Kev, Kev. And you can't hear me because my video is frozen and there's somebody about to choke you from behind. Nobody can get at me behind me.
I'd be real.
Nobody can creep up on me unless they're climbing through space. Unless they're climbing through a space window.
Space window. Yo, you could go into window business.
Mike should.
And call them space windows.
Mike should do that, right?
Mike should do everything.
I told you Mike should do like those dragons and stuff like that.
He should just focus on those chairs and keep painting crazy stuff on them.
Yeah, I think he's anyone wants to follow my friend Mike, who did the space window behind me, M Loader Artist 64 on Instagram, I believe. M Loader LODER Artist 64, I believe is his name on Instagram. He would love to do another installation. Anybody that's interested in something like that.
Trying to have
New Jersey. Probably have to be in Jersey.
Yeah, you probably have to be in Jersey and live next to it.
All right. Well, thanks, Kevin. Thanks, everybody. Come and check us next time. There's another video just around the corner.
Yes, sir. I'll hit you up later on. Yeah, you quitting?